Hey, Alexander. I wish I could answer that question. I really have no idea. It's not even like a blood sugar or diabetes issue either. Blood sugar's been too good all day. So I don't know what I got going on. The partner thought I was kidnapped and murdered because I wasn't up at the crack of dawn playing new Final Fantasy 14 patch day content. Oh, well, it might also be because my mic is like 5 miles away from my face. I have one of those overhead Yeti caster mics, but the arm for the microphone is right in front of my TV if I decide to watch like Netflix or play PlayStation for whatever reason. So I have to move it out of the way. And then I forget, and my microphone is like 5 miles away from my face, and people can't hear me. I also think I wasn't feeling my greatest because this is the first time I've eaten anything all day. And now that I'm getting food in me, I can already tell it's making me feel so much better. Oh, tell me all about it. I know. Taking calls on a VPN, VMware virtual desktop, where God only knows where it's pulling its audio from. I love it when my IT guys try to tell me, just set it to your default communication device. And I'm sitting over here like, sir, you don't understand. I do audio mapping on my computer, which means I have like 12 different drivers for communication devices. It doesn't work that way. While they sit away from it, yeah. Makes sense. Unless they're doing like Zoom or WebEx meetings every other day, it's just not a conscious thing they really think about. Ooh, even worse, speakerphone. No, please. Throw it in the trash and set it on fire. I hate speakerphones so much, both on the speaker's end and on the receiving end. I just, I do not like it. WebEx for Skype calls. Oh, God bless you. We're just straight up VoIP with all of our communications. Either we have a meeting in Teams, Microsoft Teams, or we do calls over Genesis, a VoIP software program. Hmm. Oh, we're really good. And I have more food. Huzzah. Naka's gonna get himself fat while he plays Final Fantasy. That's a dream come true right there. You're a Cisco, so WebEx Teams or meetings is the most common. Got you. Oh, actually, that makes perfect sense. Alright, Tatsuri, we're actually gonna turn the background music on in the game, because Lord only knows if they've introduced anything new, but I want to hear it if they have. Let's see. But it is patch day. They just released new content. I'm super excited because this is literally the start of a completely new story arc for the entirety of the game. Miss meeting the BF at Matt's Barbecue and Board Games Day. Oh no! I think I was working that night if I'm not mistaken, but I do remember seeing the invitation. Sad I missed it. Oh, she's got a gift for us. She always has a gift. It's gonna be an outfit. Putting on a pot of hot tea and looks in need of company. She's probably lonely. How lovely to see you. She's practically begging. If you're not in too much of a rush, I was about to make a pot of tea. Would you like a cup? How could I ever refuse you, you precious little bean? Take a seat then, and I'll find us something to nibble on as well. She's such a mom. They have. I feel that would be out of place though, coming directly from Tataru. She's always been very keen on her like weaver skills. Not to mention she opened up her own clothing shop. Look at this little moment that me and her are just sharing alone. I love it. Oh, I got the what you call it turned off. Look at her being a spy. A grand new adventure, of course. I'm still mulling over it. Honestly, I don't know. We saved the entire universe. What could top that? I'm not gonna work in your shop, Tataru. Go to all the places that Emmett talked about. It's a great idea, but where should I start? Maricidia. But I've already been there. They're gonna kill Tasha. You can't have a sweet moment with anybody without them being in danger. Square Enix always tying in everything. From my stoic face, thank you for gathering that Tatsu. Oh, so she was gonna give us clothes. You're the best, Tatsu. I love her. You're up to patch 5.3. Oh, you are getting close. You're almost getting up to Endwalker. Please don't let anything bad happen to her. I'm gonna cry and have to uninstall. I hate Square Enix. They're gonna hurt her. Where's the lie? Damn, Taichu. She really is calling us out. Of course, I doze off and travel to some far off realm. That looks very Asian-esque. That better not be Xenos. Someone had a character that looked exactly like Datsuru. There's a few people out there that actually cosplay the Scions with their characters. It's pretty awesome. Well, you only took 3 years to finish it, Datsuru. I'm just saying. All the above. She's not daunted by my size whatsoever. I gotta make sure the bay is awake. I got you. You good. Oh, the Diamond Forge. That's actually a place I haven't had a reason to go to in quite some time. Unultimate. He's a snack. And I got somebody in Discord waiting for me. Except Discord's not cooperating. Oh god, Discord is exploding. Okay, I made it work. Oh my god, all the people.
I mean, it's prime time first patch day for the folks who, had to work or stuff like that before they logged in. They're just now starting, so
Where Tatsu's buried, though.
that's what
Observe the artist.
that's what X is for.
No napping this time. I only need a moment. You'll see. Please don't take 3 years again, honey. I will never dismiss a nap, though. Much appreciated.
Okay, so you just saw the first vision. Okay.
Ooh.
It's just the gloves, body, and shoes.
I like the scarf.
Yeah, the cape actually is pretty cool, and the back of it, it's almost like imagine what would happen if you took like a really long shawl, draped it in front, and then stitched it down the back in the middle. It dyes. I haven't played with it a whole lot, but it dyes really pretty. And for once, it's an actual like classic set of like lace up Forester boots without some kind of random weird heel. And the gloves are fingerless. The gloves are fingerless. Yes.
She is ever the businesswoman, and I love her for it.
Oh yeah, I forgot the bracelet or the ring and necklace that goes with it. It's real. It reminds me of the Aetheryte earring, honestly.
It's pretty.
I will go ahead and tell you if you've got that necklace and you're wearing the chest piece, the scarf actually covers up that little chip of gem.
Burgeoning merchant empires aside, you must be excited to start a fresh chapter of your life. New places to go, new people to meet. I often wonder how you remember all your experiences and exploits without taking at least a few notes.
Oh, you're gonna love this.
Maybe you should start doing just that. You never know when some odd past detail might become relevant, or if one day you'll take a blow to the head and forget the better part of the past decade. Literally. Something to keep in mind in any case. The Unending Codex. Oh, did they give us the journal in our menus?
Yes, they did. It now keeps track of important people, locations. It's lore dive and detail information that we might have forgotten from our days of ARR, etc.
I love it.
Told you. By the way, for the record, listeners, the simple fact that I am ahead of Naka in new patch content, let that sink in literally for a moment to let you give. If you have any idea of how Naka actually feels today, that should be all you need to know.
Yeah, that was pretty much the synopsis of my intro. Was I felt like you're unadulterated shit today.
I mean, seriously, you could have pulled my jaw off the floor when you were like, "I haven't even started it yet." I'm like, "You, but I was being semi-serious when I asked on Telegram, "Who are you and what have you done with my boyfriend?" No lie.
Yeah, I was not filling up to anything. I'm gonna want to go back and read all of this and
Got some. It's got some good stuff in there, and you'll actually be adding on to that fairly regularly during this initial portion, as you hit and meet certain people from your retinue from the past. So it'll start filling up pretty quickly. Just FYI.
that's awesome. Alexander, I don't blame him. I could have slept an entire week the way I felt today and wouldn't have thought twice about it. Doctor, I know you're buried under there somewhere. Former receptionist and sometimes intelligence gatherer, she's a spy of the Scions. Allow me to offer you a word of advice. Do not expect juicy rumors to simply fall into your lap. Adventurers rely on gossip, and the best places to pick up information are taverns and markets. At present, you have only a broad destination in mind, but when you arrive in Thavnir, I suggest you explore your options in Mierde Mehane, the finest drinking establishment in Razatan. I'm trying to get P1 re-clear on patch day. Oof, honey, ouch. Charm the employees, and they'll not only point you in the direction of the local telltellers, but also share with you the tricks of loosening their tongues. Now, I really must be getting back to my boutique. Enjoy the journey, Naka, and may fair fortune find you. I was about to say, may the odds be ever in your favor. Oh, I can just slash return. That's not how you spell return, Naka.
Oh, and FYI, as far as the alliance goes, you won't be able to unlock that until you get past the dungeon coming up.
Okie dokie.
So don't even bother trying to find it.
Mm-hmm. That was a big old piece of ramen all stuck together. Good gracious.
Those are the best chunks of raw. I know, like the purists out there would criticize me for saying, but I actually like it when the ramen noodles are just a little on the gummy side.
Well, the spices and seasonings I put in there have kind of floated to the top and congealed a little bit, and it's acting like glue for the noodles. I could have taken the eighth right. Oh, well, we're taking the scenic route.
I mean, enjoy the sights.
Orange Jesus be with you, yes. But Orange Jesus hates everybody.
I actually got kind of lucky with P1A. The first group I got in, we cleared it like right off the bat, and that was even with the other tank being kind of hit or miss with the tank swaps. I went down to a tank blower too.
Wow.
Yeah, Silver, they're following the Nutsy clans. I kind of looked back in history. The 2000 for the coding and the 3000 for the twine. That's what they did. Name Shadowbringers.
She's so cute. Am I here alone? Most of the time, yes. Ruins beneath the bounty. Would you be speaking of the sunken treasure vault? We have one regular, a historian in fact, who could tell you all about it. Where is this so called historian?
Wait for it.
Oh no.
No, no, no.
No, isn't this the alchemist guy?
The one you consorted with for the culinarian culinarian alchemist studium stuff.
I believe so.
Nope, cause remember that was an aura, wasn't it?
I honestly don't remember, but the name Professor Jalil seems very familiar. She would have me scrubbing pots for a week. Currently 588. Didn't realize augmented items for nuts would be so high. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. The 3000 and 2000. That's pretty much what they did last time. They basically want to have you just enough where once you include the alliance, you'd be able to upgrade three, potentially a maximum of three, where two of them would be right side, and then the twine or coating from the coin, or two twine items essentially.
Gotta make Tasria proud, wear her stuff. Oh my god, all three of us wearing the same thing. Shit. The following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending Duty Finder registration. My Eorzean friend. I have sworn we've talked to this guy. Just a friendly chat. How about a drink? Yeah, let's loosen those lips. Certainly say no to a drink freely offered. Of course you wouldn't. I see you for what you are, old man. And he drank the whole thing. But I know when I'm being softened up. What is it that you want from me? Chasing down that old tail does seem to appeal to the adventures at heart. Where to begin? I might assume you've heard of Alzadal? He was Khan of the Ari tribe. Oh, I remember Khan, which sailed to Thavnair from the mainland, and a key figure in the history of Razatan. His decision to aid the Arkasadara is what ultimately won them the war against the Gajasura, thus allowing our words are hard. Predecessors to lay the foundation for this thriving city-state, and yet I was able to pronounce the foreign words perfectly. The truly fascinating stories, however, concern his grandson, Alzadal III, who was known for his deeds as satrap in Razatan's earlier days.
Assuming you're pronouncing those
Well, I didn't
whatnot.
stumble over them. Yeah, because that was totally legible what I just said.
Very much.
Some attest that this man traveled to another world entirely and returned with glittering riches. Others that he brokered an alliance with a certain worm of the first blood. We all know who that is. Then there's the tale of the sunken vault, the one you seem most curious about. According to this legend, Alzadal III claimed a small island somewhere in the middle of the bounty. There he built a structure reaching clear to the bottom of the sea, as I pointed up towards the sky, not down, a deep and secret storehouse, locked all of his worldly wealth within. In the centuries since, whenever a natural disaster or hardship befell Razatan, folk would remember that tale of hidden oh my god. Oh my god, thank you! We just got subs here. Oh god, a lot of people got Kung Pao, Spar, Marble Martin, and oh Grace, Fox Darling. And Smoke, too. Chat tried to trick me. Oh my god, the level of emojis on my screen right now is crazy. You can't even see the caption anymore. That's so great. Thank you. Would you like to hear more? Cough, cough. Apologies, I have a slight tickle in my. Oh, my cup appears to be empty. I see you, man. I see you, old man. I kind of want to be like, that wasn't enough, because that's a really big cup, but another round. I see we reached an understanding. You're a sharp one, adventurer. No, you're just a greedy old fool. Today was a splendid day to visit the Mahane. Gulps down the newest drink with gusto, and is gone. Where were we? Oh, he drunk. Those who did return from seeking the treasure vault refused, I mean flatly refused, to speak of what they saw. Did this discourage others? Nay, quite the opposite. Such accounts only served to feed the legend, and the golden lure grew stronger than ever before. That reminds me of something Azhama was saying. Azhama, a fellow connoisseur of spirituous potables. Yes, yes, he is. Anyway, he was saying that one of his acquaintances went after the treasure himself. Hasn't been seen since he set sail, I hear, but he did have. No, I can say no more. You seem a generous sort. What kind of man would I be to encourage what is clearly a foolhardy quest? My word sent you to your death. I could never live with myself. Sir, I saved the freaking universe. I don't think you have to worry for me. I am no stranger to peril, and doom, and despair. Is that so? Perhaps it's your turn to tell the tale then. What manner of dangers have you faced? Were you hiding under a rock for the past couple of months, sir? The very edge of existence! From anyone else, I struggle to believe it, but I recognize you now. You're the hero of the final days! A drink! I need another drink to settle my nerves. Mihil! More of the same, if you please. As you wish, but this one is on your coin, Professor. I thought he was going to turn around and decline it. Anyway, you being who you are, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to share a little more. This friend of Ashima, he was desperate to buy a treasure map, one which showed the way to the entrance of the vault. Seems he could only get it from some sort of merchant. What's his name? I forget. Let's drink a toast to you, my best new friend. Mihil, more drinks. Sir, you're about to go over the edge. Signal for water instead. Save this man.
I seem to recall a particular bar stool in Charlotte one time where someone proceeded to make friends with about half the population.
They made friends with me. I'm just saying.
Is that your story? You're sticking to it?
Ah,
Uh-huh.
I'm parched, sir. Sir. That was. I thought he was going to say poison. Did you tell her to bring me water? That's probably for the best. Very kind of you, really. My head will certainly thank you in the morning. I seem to have overindulged. I am put in mind of the words of Master Jazal. Oh god, he's friends with Jalzan. Be wary of how much you drink of the drink you swallow, lest it swallow you. Forgive me, I will subject you to no more of these shamely antics. If you want to speak with Ashama, well, as I said, we share a taste for the Mahane's fine spirits. He probably came in as we were talking. I wish you fortune in finding your fortune. You appear to have learned all that Jalheen has to share regarding the undersea vault. To find out more, you will need to locate a man by the name of Ashama. And I have a big red circle on my map instead of a quest marker. I'm assuming it's over there where all the people are sequestered.
What's your first clue?
Right? Yes, I am Hashima. And who might you be? Hello? I clicked the screen. Why is it not moving? There it goes. All true, I'm afraid. My friend took a ship out in search of Alzadal's legacy, and I've been watching for his cells ever since. I tried to dissuade him, of course, but he refused to listen. All he could talk about was finding that vault. And that look in his eyes, I knew it wasn't common gold or jewels he lusted after. He was hunting Alzadal the Third's otherworldly hoard, and his ambition would not be denied. I see it in you, too, that appetite for the mysterious and the unknown. Into the unknown. But I'll not attempt to turn before Disney slaps me from your path. I know too well the futility of that endeavor. So I will tell you what my friend told me, how he convinced a merchant in the bazaar to give him the rough location of the vault's entrance. It seems this merchant, one Zashal, I believe, is selling a map which shows the exact route. But my friend's purse was too light for his exorbitant prices. With what meager wealth he had, he instead paid to learn that there are ruins on a small island somewhere in the Bounty, and within those ruins hides the path to the vault deep below. If you truly intend on seeking Alzadal's treasure, I suggest you put your affairs in order. I wish things were different, but I do not believe my friend is ever coming home. It's a little sad, dude. Oh no.
By the way, I don't know if it's intentional, but your sound isn't coming through.
What, the game sound?
Yeah. So right now, where they're speaking, he's not being heard.
That is really weird because I can see the volume equalizer moving.
There it is. That was weird. It wasn't saying or playing, and I was like, huh. And then it suddenly just blasted me when I switched focus onto that window.
It's Tinian.
Da 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 da.
Mm-mm. Sinian doesn't know the value of money. If you just spent your life saving, sure. He noticed. Never took him for a treasure hunter. That seems pretty accurate. Neither does Gratia. Do I have a choice? Shall we split the expense? I kind of want to know what he says.
With this patch, I can fully see why they started why they forced people to do the Crystal Tower, cause the new lore and whatnot, and this patch is drawing heavily from those experiences.
Oh yeah. Estinian, be my friend. You will recall I spoke of visiting Thavnir at Vitra's request. Well, he finally invited me to a feast and made his proposal once I was too full of Hainish delights to refuse. He wishes me to train the Radiant Host in lance work. Prestigious. But that is a tale for another time. What we need now is a merchant or a brawler with a ship fit for the open sea. Or trawler. I was like, brawler? Matsya is a fisherman by trade, yes? We should head to Akiali and see if he can help us. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. As I fly through that tree, the only thing going through my head is George, George, George of the jungle.
Huh.
You ever need to know where to go, just follow the massive crowd of people. My friends, what brings you to our humble village? Yeah, auto text is still on. So you need a seaworthy vessel to seek the ruins. Considering it was your deeds which allowed us to return to fishing, I should think everyone would be glad to give a chance to repay the favor. Wait here, and I'll have a boat stocked and ready for you in no time at all. $100 says Estinian. No, he's been following them the whole time. What did I just say? Hi, Drake. We see you there, boy. Show yourself. We know you are there. Stop hiding. It is you. No, it was the chipmunks. Do you know how far out of our way we walked so that you'd not cross paths with some wild beast? I'm sorry, sir, but aren't you the heroes who saved Thavner? You are, I know you are. And I've gone and cheated you. I work with Zasal, you see, the map merchant. It's my job to play the pleading orphan and convince the crowd the wares are worth the price he asks. I'm ashamed of what I've done and beg for your forgiveness. If not for you, my sister and I would never. Well, we'd be not here. Enough. I knew your game, and I paid the price willingly. A fortunate purchase, as it turns out, for my friend here was seeking those very ruins. Oops. Oh. What is this, and how do I get it off my screen? Oh my god, what is this? My phone is doing weird stuff. Get rid of this. Okay. You are kind to overlook the wrong that I've done you, but there is more you need to know. I had a legit pop-up on my phone and I couldn't get it to go away. But there is more you need to know. The map you bought is very real, as is the island it shows. I overheard Zasal selling the information to another customer. He told the man where he needed to search, about the ruins, about the vault, about everything. Then the man sailed out to find his fortune, never to return. You cannot go alone to that place. You should have more friends with you, maybe even a whole army. I do not doubt the ruins hold danger, but I assure you, between the two of us, there is little we cannot overcome. Please, I cannot bear the thought of... Again, I fought the frickin' embodiment of despair at the edge of the universe. Don't have to worry about me. Now you've gone and made him cry. I did not. That was not my intention. Such devastation. Very well. Assuming we do find this treasure hoard, it may prove wise to have more hands along for the carrying. Any ideas on whom to approach? The scions have scattered far and wide since our last gathering. Oh, I get to pick. I
Choices.
love how Yestola is just a choice of her own.
That's because she went off on her own to study. Remember,
This is true.
where the others paired up to go kind of their natural ways.
I would actually really like to see the twins again.
Okay, so maybe I'll get to see. I'll see how different it is from my choice.
Little Lord Alphino and his sister, were they not bound for Garlemald? They have far more important matters to attend to than delving for trinkets. Well, excuse me.
Oh, so maybe it does force you, and I just got lucky and chose the right one.
Y'shtola. Her magics would be a welcome addition, aye, but I'm loath to interrupt her research. Mayhap we could ask a less prickly companion? Sir! Fine, what about my boo?
Do you want me to tell you which one is the right? Okay, there you go.
Cryle may have her hands full refilling students, but if you reach out to Gry, he would surely leap at the invitation.
I was honestly wondering if you were going to pick Thancred or Yanje, because now I was like, I wonder what they say in that case.
I almost did when he said less prickly. It's like, okay, well, let me choose the most vindictive one of them all. Me when I see Warrior of Light glance at Estinian. Oh, you've got to be fucking with me. He's gonna spend everything, isn't he? That's exactly what I said when he handed over his guild purse. Such saddenings. This was not my intention. Hey, Naka, would it be okay if I asked for your opinion on your stream? Are we talking about like a particular stream or just like his channel in general? Will that set your mind at ease? Says Estinian. Yes, if that man is as strong as you. Is he though? Strong, I mean. More so than what people give him credit for. His subathon stream over the weekend, if it's okay. Uh I didn't get a chance to really watch the subathon. I listened in on it. I actually had his stream open as I was doing other stuff on the computer. So I was able to listen in, but I didn't really watch. Mayrad, we finally got his name. Your life is yours to live as you will, but I suggest you find a more honest trade if you truly wish to keep your sister safe. I'm not proud of what I do, but what choice do I have? We need to eat, and everybody's too busy rebuilding their own lives to bother with two grubby orphans. Wait, boy. Turned into, what's his face from God of War. I didn't take this roundabout road just to see you end up in some creature's belly. Let me walk you back to the city gates. Thank you, sir. Call me Estinian. He's such a stubborn but good-hearted old man. I hate it. Anyways, back to 14 and ultimately you. How are you you're doing today? Today sucked, honestly. I'm starting to feel better now that I've actually put food on my belly, but today just it sucked. I shall leave you to recruit Graha. He'll appreciate the invitation that much more, I'm sure. Of course. As I recall, he was based at the Annex. Someone there ought to be able to point you in the right direction. Let us be off, Marad. Do me a favor and don't stray from the path. To the Baldesian Annex in Old Chalayan.
I would offer to let you use the quick port, but I'm in a cutscene, so I don't know if it will actually let you port to me.
Oh, good.
All I can say is you are about to do a lot of back and forth. So far where I am, it's a lot of back and forth between Old Charlotte and Razadon.
Fujika. Been a minute. Graha? Yes, he's in the main hall with Mistress Cryo. They've been holed up in there for days. By all means, go and give them an excuse to take a break. His ears are gonna all perk up and his tail's gonna shoot straight up on in. My name's Natojiga. Oh, I thought he was about to get sarcastic. I was like, bitch. I was expecting you to get all excited. What are the two of you working on? How is the restoration of the students coming along? Talking to her reminds me that I need to finish Eureka. Of course. Uh Not yet. Oh, he definitely did Drake. 100%. I like how he uses the words expedition leader. Growl's just like, yeah, whatever, shut up. Speak with Yistola. Alright, where is she? Oh, that's right, the Numenon.
Yes, you passed in front of me.
I did you? So many people. Yistola, are you in there? Do you need help?
It's a shame you can't see what's going on. Well, you will now, but
Oh. We're just gonna wait it out. Okay. Oh! She ain't happy. Catching up on some light reading, are you?
That's the one I did.
She's the girl that when you tell her don't do something, she's like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
Oh, cool. They reprised the Google theme for this. I love how they keep certain musical motifs in line.
Immediately. All business. Get it done. He's looking at that pile of books like, bitch.
Well, that's what the scribes' jobs are. I mean, that's what they're there for. Is
I mean, I kind of feel it though. You come in this library, read all these books, drool on them, use them as a pillow, and then leave without even putting back the books you pulled out. Girl.
you mean like many a customer at Barnes and Noble does on a daily basis because they consider the bookstore a library instead of a retail store?
Bingo.
Yeah, I spent way too many years cleaning up the equivalent of what Y'shtola left. Although I will say, I would rather come across a stack like that that's like at least somewhat orderly and just there so I know that the books are going back in the right places than for a random customer to try to remember exactly where they got each book from. Yeah, no.
Happy Patch Day, Koi. I don't have any tea, but I do have water. My oh my, Yurianje, you are popular.
Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna kind of ask that too. Like, where's Thancred?
that's the opposite of what I chose.
Ow. The excited Tron 6000. Far too long. There he is. How was your pilgrimage? Hmm. Back to Akali.
I'm at the Great Work in a cutscene. See if it'll let you port to me if you're worried about if like you want to save a little gil.
Okay.
Oh sweet, it did. want to go south. There you go.
Send you to recruit Graha, and you return with an entire survey party. Hope Matsu's boat's sturdy enough to carry us all. What he means is we are grateful for the use of one of your precious fishing vessels. We are more than glad for the chance to provide it. I only ask that you take care to steer clear of the reefs in the shallow areas. We will keep an eye out. Ta-da! Ishtola is intrigued by the legend of Alzadal.
And you are about to unlock your first dungeon.
Ooh. Check above footprint. More than simple folklore? Oh wow, they're really going off on speculation here. Thank you, Urianger, being the voice of reason over here. As it just starts raining. Alzadal's legacy. Okay. I think I'm good enough to do this dungeon. Because I can feel myself fading.
Are you sure?
Was that a mount?
What?
Whatever that flying thing was with big massive wings.
The Eden Prime?
Was it? I thought it was something else.
When I looked over, that's what was on the screen at the time was the Eden Prime.
Okay, I thought I saw something else. Yes, get to bed. I may need to. I may need to lay down. Kind of spinning a little.
Then yeah, you might not want to because yeah, I won't give away mechs because that's my style, but there's some interesting ones and there are some definite you must pay attention to mob order just a little bit.
Gotcha. Oh, at least the dungeon will be ready for me next time.
Yes, it will. And once you finish that, then you'll be able to enter Alliance and make you a deal. I'll hold off on doing Alliance raid and we'll run it with you.
Okay.
Blind.
Ooh, I like it. I am gonna go lay down before I fell asleep on the keyboard, because there was a few times I was already starting to doze off there sitting up.
Sounds like a plan. Catch you later.
Good night. Good night, everybody. I'll probably be back tomorrow.